Hello everybody. Today we've got some great subjects to go over. One of them is just for beginners. What do you do? How do you get into Bitcoin? And then we'll finish it up with a little bit of visionary stuff and what you should think about and how you should set those goals. So stay tuned to the end to get those golden nuggets. First of all, looking at Bitcoin and how to get into Bitcoin. Keep on hearing about it, looking at Bitcoin, maybe on YouTube, finding out about it. People are talking about Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. So how do you get into it? First of all, you have to set up a plan. Like, how much Bitcoin do you actually want? If you had Bitcoin, what would you do with it? Have to answer some of these questions even before you get into Bitcoin. Why do you want Bitcoin? How much of it do you want? So you have to establish some of these questions even before you start getting into Bitcoin. If you remember back in the day when you were real young and wanted to get into dollars and a bank, it was quite complicated. You had to go down to the bank, talk to people, try to set up an account. There were people there to help you set up an account, but it was very complicated. Just like Bitcoin, it can be complicated too. Processes are getting easier. They're all online on your phone. You can do it. You've got guides like myself on YouTube, it'll help you do it. So let's say you have something set up or a mindset to just get into Bitcoin just a little bit, just to get some Bitcoin. Easy way that you could do it is find someone that knows about Bitcoin, have them transfer some Bitcoin to you, you give them some dollars, and they give you some Bitcoin. That'd be the easiest way. The next way, you can do it yourself. You can go to Coinbase. Now there's some tricks to it to save yourself some transfer fees. There's two different ways that you can get into Bitcoin. Two easiest ways is through Coinbase or Gemini. You can sign up for each one of these. Gemini.com. That's an exchange by the Winklevoss twins, or you can go through Coinbase. Either one of them, you're going to have to give up your social security number, date of birth, all of that KYC, know your customer. So you're going to have to do that to get into Bitcoin. It's the easiest way to do it right now. You can get into mining and get Bitcoin that way, but that's a very complicated process, which I talk about in other videos. But so Coinbase, we'll talk about that one first. Go to coinbase.com, fill out all of your know your customer application process. And once you get that information in there, add in your bank account information so you can transfer money from your bank account into Coinbase. Once you get approved in Coinbase to have your bank account set up, you can send Bitcoin from your bank account to Coinbase. Some banks, such as Fifth Third, they won't allow it. PNC is another one that if you set up that bank account, you can go ahead and set it up in Coinbase. But once you try to make the transaction, it won't allow it. Bank accounts that it does allow it that I know of. Now there's lots of banks out there. There's Ally, A-L-L-Y, Ally. And then there's USAA. It's another one. Chase for a while. You can do it a few times. You have the account set up, you select your bank, and you choose you want to transfer from your bank account to Coinbase a certain amount. Let's just say $25. Hit the transfer. So it doesn't show up as an immediate transaction in your bank account. And in Coinbase, it's going to take anywhere from 3 to 5 days before that transaction actually occurs. But then you'll get an email saying, hey, the transaction has occurred, and you now have 0.000 whatever Bitcoin in there that $25 is worth. This method that I just discussed here with Coinbase, this way it will potentially cost you up to 6% interest on that $25. So they're going to take up to 6%, that $25, to make that transaction. Let me show you or tell you about a little bit better way to do it where there's no transaction fee. Type in pro.coinbase.com. In this account, it is an exchange. What you will do on this one is you will transfer USD to the Pro Coinbase account. Once you're in the Pro Coinbase account, you will exchange it for Bitcoin at a very low transaction fee. Very low. The other method is going through Gemini account, filling out your KYC. Once you get that completed, you can make the transaction, set up your bank accounts, make the transaction of $25 into your Gemini account, and there you go. Now you have $25. Either way, you have $25 in your Coinbase or your Gemini account. Now, what are you going to do with that $25 in Bitcoin? You can transfer it to an account, a wallet on your phone. I recommend Edge Wallet, or you can possibly transfer that amount to your desktop. A desktop wallet that I recommend is Exodus. The most secure type of wallet that you can get, that you can transfer to, is either a Ledger or a Trezor. These are little tiny devices you can buy. Buy them directly from Trezor or Ledger directly. Do not buy them anywhere else. Do not buy them on Amazon. Do not buy them from eBay, Craigslist, anywhere. Buy them directly from the manufacturer. There are people out there that will set these little devices up, try to put a seal back on it and sell it to you. But once you put money in there, they'll take that money out because they know the seeds to that account. Only buy it from the manufacturers directly. But these are the most secure. So here's a few questions for you. Why do you want to get into Bitcoin? How much Bitcoin are you looking at obtaining? Are you looking at using that Bitcoin for some purpose? Do you see a need for Bitcoin? Or do you see a need for other cryptocurrencies? You're gonna have to answer these questions for yourself. Another big question, what is your long-term strategy for owning cryptocurrencies? So if you can answer that question, write it down. Envision it. Make sure that you have an objective. You don't necessarily need to know how to get there. You just need to know where you want to go. And it'll come. Don't worry, it'll come. Have that objective in mind. Things will just start falling in place over a period of time. One other subject that I would like to discuss today, I think it's very important. I've mentioned it on other videos, but I think it's so important. There are investors out there, very smart investors, that use the stock market and exchanges. There are exchanges on the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world as well. There's a bunch of them. And people use the stock market to trade using indicators, dips, and other information to make trades, trying to make money on the market when it goes up and goes down. But there's even a better way to do it. And in the Bitcoin world, it makes a lot more money over a period of time than some of the best investors and traders out there. And that's called dollar cost averaging. Instead of dollar cost averaging, let's call it Bitcoin cost averaging, BCA. I think I'm just making that up right there. I don't know if that's really a thing. BCA, Bitcoin cost averaging. But once every week, 2 weeks, take $25 and put it into Bitcoin. Right now, the Bitcoin cost is about $9,300. Good time. Bitcoin's on sale. Good time to invest. Over the next year to 2 years, we're going to see upwards into $100,000 to $250,000 per Bitcoin. So if you get your $25 in there a week, adds up over a period of time. Whether the market's going up or going down, don't worry about that. Just keep on putting it in there. Bitcoin's going to go up over the short term there, year to 2 years, tremendously. Bitcoin cost averaging. These accounts that I gave you, both of them, have those options available so that you can take advantage of that. It will automatically transfer once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. Take that $25, put it into those accounts. And transaction free, use the Pro.Coinbase account. Very good method of investing in Bitcoin right there. And it doesn't have to be $25, it can be $5. Do what you can do. Just you need to do it. Just go ahead and do it. Set it up, make it happen. Thank you. If you like this Bitcoin discussion that we're having, this cryptocurrency, give me a like down at the bottom there. And subscribe to this channel. Come see me. Try to put out information that you want. That'll let me know what you want by putting it down below in the comment section. I've got a list of different things that people are wanting me to do. I've got them on the list, and I'm gonna do them. They're gonna get what they want just by putting it in the comment section. So all you have to do, put it down in the comment section, goes on the list. We'll see about getting you in, getting your subjects discussed. I try to keep it very simple, very standard, show you exactly how to do it. We'll get on the computer and we'll go through the process together, show you how to do it detail by detail. Thank you very much for joining me today. Had a great time on this beautiful day. Lockjaw, I'm out.